left for dead. Cap got capped and I took a victory lap. Lozanis ain't like me. He just mad cause I tell it how it is and he running out of battery.
We started this bracket off right to a close match, race tight, nail biter came down to the wire. We caught fire, Excel, Quagmire. Round 2, we retired. Round 3, run the city, show no pity. QB, beat keeper, no sleeper, Slicky cook the books.
Welcome, students. This is the Accounting High Accountant Bracket Challenge Round 1 results show. Can you guys put it on mute on your computers while it's playing, just so we don't get the echo? I think it might be playing on mine too. Sorry, everybody. This is okay. That was the problem. It was me, as always. Thank you, students, for joining us for the Round 1 results show of the ABC tournament. We have some beautiful guests with us today. We got our IT department, Byron Patrick, who's running this whole show on his back. You can thank him for everything that works in this app, the voting, all of it.
For everything that doesn't.
or that too. But this is it. The Accountant Bracket Challenge. We got 2 guests with us today, 2 of our participating teams in the tournament. We got from the Money Bracket, a brand new baby app, less than a year old. We got Jane Ingram from Forwardly. Thanks for joining us, Jane.
Thank you so much for inviting me. This is so much fun. Excited to be here.
And another one of our commentators here, we got Ben Coleman from Brooklyn, but he's coming from Santa Monica today in a hotel from Amalgam. Ben, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. At Accounting High, I think I'm the kid that hangs out in the computer lab. So just try not to get shoved in any lockers here.
Dope. All right. Well, we're not going to show you in any lockers today. Let's get into it. All right. We're going to reveal the results. We're going to start off today with our tax bracket. So shout out to all the tax preparers out there in tax season, taking your time to join us to watch this fun little distraction. We've got results. Byron, how many votes did we end up with during this tournament?
You're going to put me on the spot. 20,233 votes.
Over 20,000 total votes cast during this tournament. And Tax Plan IQ is the first victor of the first round of the tax bracket bonus bracket. Sorry, Tally 4. Peace out.
Peter, we still love you, bro.
Peter, we love you. Avalera wins the other matchup of the first round against RC Reports. We got Stanford Tax advancing in the tax bracket and ProConnect in the tax bracket. That is who advances round 1 in this tax bracket.
Stanford, that was a tight win there.
It was a tight win. So now this is what our tax bracket looks like. The next matchup, Tax Plan IQ versus Avalera, Stanford Tax versus Intuit ProConnect. What do you guys think about the tax bracket?
I could not be more out of my depth in the tax bracket. This is one of those situations where I'm probably better off just shutting up and not revealing how much I don't know about taxes.
Have you done your taxes?
They're I don't know. They're floating around out there in the ether, Scotty. Why you got to put me on the spot like this?
I don't know. I mean, it's March 22nd. Have you done your taxes? They're due next month, right? I've done mine. I haven't touched mine, not even my corporate, but that's a whole other story. Jane, have you done your taxes yet?
You know what? I got the email telling me to do my taxes. So
your accountant sent you the email?
It's like 1/3 done. I consider that, I remember that I need to do them, and that's pretty much good for me. Actually,
You're ahead.
I grew up in a tax preparation business. Like, my dad was a tax preparer for 40 years, so he's probably rolling in his grave that I have not finished them yet.
Well,
I'm in trouble.
I think all of our tax preparers are probably asking you to get an extension anyway. They prefer that. All of us prefer that.
Oh, yeah.
So, for your tax preparation needs, we have Tax Plan IQ. We have Avalara, which is sales tax. We have Stanford Tax, which is sponsor of the tournament too. Shout out to Stanford Tax. And Intuit Pro Connect. That's advanced to the next round. We got one tax preparation software, one tax organizer AI tool, one tax planning tool, and sales tax, all advancing.
So you're getting to the part of the bracket already where, like, you're not talking like for like here. It's just about
Already. Now, most of the brackets, we at least have full, like all of this is content here. That was just all
Yeah.
tax adjacent, tax related things. So, any comments before I start revealing the results here? Any of you guys pay attention to any of this content?
Jane. You're probably better at this than
Yeah,
than
yeah,
I am.
I do. I know. I love the accounting podcast. I've watched so many of it. Unofficial QuickBooks podcast I followed. Jason Stats, obviously, like, come on, his meme game is on point.
Who
To say the
doesn't know
least, like-
Jason Stats? Look at this.
Yeah,
Here's
that
here's
was
some
right.
results. So,
How about it?
no upsets in this
Oh.
bracket.
Chalk.
Logan.
Near and dear to my heart. Sorry to see Logan go. It's great to see the enthusiasm around Michelle Weinstein and the Abundant Accountant. She's been crushing it every chance that she gets. But it's sad to see Logan go. He's a darling of the tournament. We love Logan here, but he's not going to go up against Jason Stats. Jason just crushed it. Look at those number of votes too. 444 votes for the man
That's
himself.
wild.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
Oh yeah, lots of votes in round one. Lots of attendees. I think we definitely surpassed last year in numbers. We almost had 1,000 individual voters this round. Right, Byron? Just
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Very close too.
Not everybody votes for everything. Everybody likes to. Some people voted for everything,
Some
but
people cherry pick. Yeah, it's a mix. It's a mix. We'll talk a little bit about the benefit for those folks who vote for everything a little bit later.
yeah. So what do we got going on in the chat? Lots of activity. It's sorry to see Randy go. I know. That's a that's a sad loss. It's a good thing Randy's still in the tournament though. He's got 2 entries into the tournament here.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also, like, sorry to see From Zero to Millions go. It was their first entry. They were a 16 seed. They did their best. They put up over 100 votes. That's great.
But
Another
Logan's already talking shit about 2025 bracket. He's coming after Jason.
2025. We'll see you 2025, Logan. Hector and Alicia of the Unofficial QBOA podcast, they still have entries into this tournament, so they're not gone for good. But we do have a giveaway. Prize alert, and we can do a drawing now, or do you want to do the drawings later, Byron?
Yeah, why don't we do the drawings later just so we're
Okay.
not going back and forth on screen sharing?
Yeah, let's do the prizes a little bit later. Content bracket, there you go. I'll reveal that over here now. And
Just wanted to say, Alicia did mention going up against the accounting podcast was no fair, but they're hoping it's going to grow over the next year.
well, of course, it's no fair. It's their fathers. it's the ones who founded their podcast too. So
Yeah.
it's only fair. It's only fair that they win. The accounting podcast is going up against the Abundant Accountant in round 2. That's going to be tight. The Abundant, she's an OG too. She's been around for a while. So have they. That's going to be a tight matchup. I don't want to talk about the other matchup because we're going to get crushed. Accounting Highs. Oh, I was not looking forward to this. So I was kind of hoping Randy would beat me.
Scotty.
Yeah, we had a good run. I'm gonna throw in the towel now and do my concessions. No, I'm just kidding. It would be crazy if we won. It would be like the upset of the year. But my bet is
Byron,
Stats.
you can't kind of put your hand on the scales a little bit on the tech side there.
We try to bring integrity to this podcast as much as we possibly
Fair enough.
can. But
This-
I think that one people would be a little like might
People would
raise
know
an
if-
eyebrow. Might raise an eyebrow.
Oh, I
Oh,
just
oh,
did something that
oops.
I shouldn't have done.
Oh.
Whoops. Nobody saw
Drag
that.
it down.
No screenshots here.
Nothing happened.
Nope. Not ready for that yet. We got a course bracket here. Let's show some of these results
Oh,
in case
so
anybody got the
close.
quick flash. So that was a really close matchup, that first one. Even up until last night, it was down to 1 vote. But Earmark advances in the first round. Seth David of Nerd Enterprises, you did awesome. Great job,
Great
you guys.
showing.
Made it into the tournament and so close. That was the one me and Byron were watching last night. I was anxious to see the results of that one. We got another close matchup here that changed from halftime. So during halftime, the workflow queen was in the lead, and ambitious bookkeeper came back and won in the second half. How about
Second
that?
half upset. 2 upsets.
Two upsets in the course bracket, the brand new bracket for this year. We also got Royal Wise here and a count tests. Count test first time in the tournament too. A lot of first timers in this bracket
Showing.
because
Almost
brand new
400
bracket.
votes.
Great showing for everybody here. Sorry to see all the tax rep network probably should have been in the tax bracket. Now that I think about it, they might have won the first round if they were in the tax bracket. But
We do our best. I mean, that was a heck of a showing for Kitchen Table Automations.
Oh, wow.
First time appearance.
first time appearance, 14 seed, and bam, over 300 votes.
300 votes.
Good showing. Good showing.
Yeah.
All right, now I could reveal this here. So, any predictions? Who might make it to the Sweet 16?
Earmark.
Earmark.
I think
We got
Earmark.
we got one for Earmark. Any of the listeners here? Ben, what'd you think?
I think after that showing in the first round, Kitchen Table Automations has this sort of Team of Destiny kind of vibe going for it. I feel like that might be a deep run.
Oh wow! Yes, it's the only 14 seed. So
When you galvanize a crowd like that, I think I don't know.
I
Anything's
think
possible.
LeBron sent her shoes last night before the matchup.
I got my money on Abundant Accountant. She's excited about this. I got my money on Michelle Weinstein to at
Could
least
be a
go up
push.
against Stats. That'll be a big upset. I think it'll be a big upset if she beats the accounting podcast.
Hey, if Ambitious coming back with the second half run, I mean, that could be some momentum. We could have a 10-14 matchup in the Sweet 16. That'd be fun.
I would love to see that. I love the upsets whenever that happen in the real tournament. All right, money bracket. Boom, boom, boom. This is Jane's bracket here.
I'm all nervous, excited.
Bam, 1 seeds come out
Golly, man.
strong. This was a pretty close matchup at halftime. Ignition definitely pulled out the win there. Forwardly at a 5 seed, out in the first round.
That's okay. We're happy to be included.
That's a solid showing. 270 votes, almost 300.
Almost
Yeah,
300
we
votes, yeah.
Went for it.
Well, the apps get voted on a lot more. People love this. This is really March appness, so that tends to get a majority of the votes. Everybody loves the money bracket. Gusto, strong showing in a 4 seed, almost 500 votes. Man, File was out of their league. Good luck next year, File. First year in the tournament. Forwardly, can you
Back.
yeah, can you share with our listeners or our students here, what does Forwardly do again? I forgot why they're in the money bracket.
Why are we bracket? Well, we are the money app. We're trying to make payments instant. So we're tapping into the newest technology from the Fed, FedNow. We make payments happen in 22 seconds, or for us, it's free. So we either do instant bank-to-bank payments, or we send it as a same-day ACH for free, and add in credit card payments in a couple of weeks. And yeah, we're new, but
Wait
we're,
a second, so you're a free app right now? Free
we're-
money
yeah,
moving?
We have no fee for same day ACH and no fee to send payments. We do have a 1% fee for receiving instant payments, but no monthly subscription. So trying to just make money accessible. Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
too good
US
to be
domestic
true.
only.
Sounds too good to
So-
be true. I might be checking that out soon. All right.
You're always welcome.
Yeah.
I'm-
A lot of
I'm
money movers in
predicting,
this. This is the money bracket. So
Yes.
money movers, yeah.
No, I think next year's showing may be a little bit higher seed to start.
So what's Forward AI versus Forward Lee?
So Forward AI is our parent company. It's the company that actually makes Forwardly. So Forward AI, we produce a accounting data aggregated API. So we actually sell that to a couple of alternative lenders like Swoop Funding, C2FO, that kind of thing. And we used our API that we sell to other people. We use that to build our own app.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's kind of what we have, like the two. But realistically, we only really the Forwardly stuff is what we're passionate about.
Very cool.
Well, sorry to see you go in the tournament, but thanks for playing. Thanks for
So much
showing
fun.
up. Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
much
did.
fun.
You guys did great getting in there. You got a 5 seed, lots of nominations. So getting a lot of love out there. Money bracket round 2. Relay Ignition is going to be a good matchup. Those are our 2 sponsors from last year.
Oh yeah.
Heavy hitters
Yep.
going up against in the second round. Gusto, it's going to be a breeze for them. They do so well in this tournament. Congratulations to Gusto. They're winning. We'll see though. I hope Rachel's watching this. I was just ignoring Dex just for her. So utility bracket, Amalgam, a 15 seed up against Live Flow. Good show.
Those are 212 just really good people.
And upset alert.
Absolutely.
Boop, 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 upset alert. So Reach
Ooh, Fathom. Wow.
came in with a 3 seed. Lots of nominations, but Fathom's the tool everybody knows. It was built into QuickBooks for a while, right? I believe so.
What? Might have been. Yeah. Might have been.
Well,
Wow.
405 votes. And yeah. ChatGPT Slack made a run last year.
It did.
Slack made a
GPT was so fresh last year.
ChatGPT didn't even make it into the tournament last year.
Nope.
But got a lot of fans.
Changed.
Got a lot of fans out there. Google Suite's first year in the tournament. Calendly's first year in the tournament. I like to see Calendly in there. I've been using Calendly for years. But Google Suite as well. So lots of Google users.
I was a little bit surprised, honestly, by the Google Suite. It can be an application that people love to hate. But Calendly, I don't hear many people bitching about Calendly.
Calendly just works like a charm every time. So Fathom is going up against Calendly or ChatGPT, and Google Suite going up against LiveFlow. I don't think I'm going to reveal this. Oh yes, I can reveal this. Okay. Here we go.
Ben, overall, 212, pretty happy with that showing for
I mean,
first year?
we sneaked in by the barest of margins in the first place, so I'm psyched with what we did out there. I think I don't know. I'd love to give you like a big aggressive wrestling promo for next year about how we're going to take down the Titans, but I think it's probably better move to just say that 212 people out there, I see you. Thank you. We appreciate you. We haven't really been in the marketing game for very long, so I think we're going to be up for a challenge next year.
Well, speaking of marketing game, we got a live commercial break here.
Amalgam. How did it go out there? Tell us.
So yeah, look, it was a hard fought battle. They did a lot of things really well, tried to make it hard for us to be efficient, a lot of numbers, a lot of data sources, but Coach always preaches unity, and that's what we did. We tried to unify those sources. We played our game, and in the end, that's why we were able to put up so many journal entries on them.
And this is your first time in the bracket. How does it feel?
Yeah, I mean, look, it feels great. We're a 15 seed, but we feel like we can take down anyone. All the credit goes to the fans. They've been the ones pulling for us this whole time. Our 6-man has really been the difference for us, and we're going to go out there and make us proud.
Thank you, and back to you in the studio.
Back to us in the studio.
Well done.
Wow.
I mean, there's not a lot of companies that can put up that kind of production value for a commercial, so it's astonishing we didn't just.
Oh, I
away with
love
this
it.
First round.
Oh, I love it, and I'm so glad it played too. I hope that it works for the live audience
Looks
as
good
well.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah, I picked I picked 2 videos to share today, so just in case one of them didn't work, I didn't have to worry about it. But thank you for thank you for sending that one. That was so dope. Yeah, we've got round 2 matchups here. Any predictions for the business portion of our bracket?
I think
You know,
Gusto is a killer, right? Like, it takes a thing that is so awful when it doesn't work well and makes it, not suck.
Everybody
And I
hates
think-
payroll.
I think there's no surer way to people's heart than doing something like that.
Yeah. Well, they made it to the Final Four last year. So did Ignition. Gusto beat Ignition, I think, to make it into the Final Four last year. Yeah. So that would be a replay matchup, but Relay is coming in really strong with a lot of momentum. I don't think Ignition is going to get past Relay. I think Relay Gusto matchup is likely. Chat GPT, Byron.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous seeing Fathom showed up strong, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of believers now that Slack's out. I could see a lot of votes going GPT's way.
All right. Well, Allison said Fathom was built into QuickBooks for a while. So thank you for answering that.
Confirmed.
Yeah, thank you for confirming that. And let's move on to some more brackets. The conference bracket. Now, just a side note, me and Byron were planning this whole thing, and we were trying to talk about where the brackets were going to be. And during the conversation, the word conference just threw us both off because Byron kept saying the conferences, and he was talking about the conferences in the tournament, like the tournament conferences, the regions. And I'm talking about conferences. And so we spent maybe 10 minutes both talking about entirely different things.
Who's on first?
Yeah.
It was totally different conversations until you connected those dots.
But this is the accounting conference bracket. So Randy Crabtree with Bridging the Gap, a conference that usually only gets about 200 people. Well, it only had one conference that had about 200 people versus digital CPAs like 2,000. Look at that, Randy. You won. You beat
Randy
digital
Love.
CPA. Bridging the Gap advances to the second round. So does Accounting Cornerstone Foundation.
Yep.
I should have mixed the logos, but we got Dawn in there. But they actually have a logo too. Appy, our camp, coming in strong against Accounting Today's new conference. They had it last year too, but the Firm Growth Forum in San Diego, and Appy Camp, and Scaling New Heights. So, I mean, it is representative of the real life. Like Thrival usually caps at 100 people, and Scaling New Heights will cap at 10,000 people, right? Like, so representative of real life here in some cases. But these are the accounting conferences. Again, we got to mention QuickBooks Connect not on here. So everybody that's watching, go out and vote for QuickBooks Connect next year if you want them to be in the conference bracket. If we have now, are you guys? I would assume that Forwardly and Amalgam are going to be at some conferences this year. Will you guys be attending any of these?
Yeah, sure will. I know we're going to be at Bridging the Gap and Scaling New Heights, as well as hopefully QuickBooks Connect later this year. And we're also sponsoring Accounting Salon. So.
Oh, dope. Yeah.
Ah,
Accounting Salon almost made it into this bracket as a conference. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But we'll see there.
Yeah.
Dope.
we're going to be at a lot of different things. We're looking. We only did a couple last year. This year we're looking to boost it up and spend more time with the people we like that voted for us. And the
Cool.
people that didn't vote for us. We need their votes next year, of course.
I wrapped
We're
at
much more
3
bare
of.
bones, but I only attend bracket winning conferences. Is I think the rule I'm gonna set for myself. So maybe I'll use this as sort of market research.
Well,
to
you
figure
guys do
out,
need to show up at conferences. I've never seen Amalgam until this tournament. To be honest, like you got to show up somewhere, do some grassroots stuff.
We really haven't even started marketing, period. So we're working on a website that makes sense at the moment. So we're really bare bones at the moment. So I don't know.
Well-
I think my fear is that people go look up Amalgam after hearing this here, and they find our website and they're like, "What the hell is this talking about?"
No, I think I think you're in the right place.
Here.
I think Amalgam's in the right place. I was going to say I wrapped at 3 of these conferences last year. So
I
Yeah.
saw you rap at one of these conferences last year.
Oh, dope,
I
yeah.
walked in. I went to Scale in New Heights. I'd never been to St. Louis before. I walk into the conference hall and I see you on stage rapping, and I'm like, this does not match any conference I've ever been to.
it does not. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
that was a
great start.
thrill. It was dope. Let's move on to the community bracket here. Now, I have a video with both Roundtable Labs and Tanya's. It's not on here because I couldn't download it, but maybe you can go find it. They posted it on YouTube, and it was kind of funny because they're going up against each other, and they're like united, one strong team together. So either way, somebody's got to come out and be the victor. Congratulations, Roundtable Lab. You made it to round 2. Future Firm and Dark Horse. Future Firm had that the whole time.
Two of my favorite logos.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Logo game is strong on there. Now, what do you think of the new Twitter logo, Byron?
I mean, I love the just sharp edges in the black and white. I hate the name.
Well, we still use the old name. Bookkeeping side hustle. Well, tax Twitter. You made a good run. Brian came strong promoting tax Twitter on tax Twitter. Didn't quite get the votes. Couldn't rally a comeback there. Bookkeeping side hustle. She's strong. She went out to the Elite 8 last year, I think. So
Yep.
we're going to see more of Kate Josephine Johnson. And Cindy Schroeder with Bookkeeping Buds takes out
Wow.
Realize by a sizable margin. Realize made it a couple rounds last year.
Yeah, surprising
But,
margin. That's great.
Yep.
Good job.
Yep, good job, Bookkeeping Buds. Strong performance.
Wow. Again, no upsets.
No upsets. No upsets to be seen in both of these. So that goes to show if you get a lot of nominations and you get a good seed, you may end up doing better in the tournament. The higher seeds did better this time. So we've got our collab bracket revealed here. What do you guys think going into the next round of the collaboration in accounting?
I think the joint video was a genius move. I think the roundtable. I mean, shout out to Roundtable Labs. Richard is the best. But I think they unified their voting block, and they're going to be hard to take down. I think that
So,
was
not only
4D
that,
chess.
the video explained a lot too, because they have a tournament wide alliance almost. I'm pretty sure they're the reason Forwardly made it in the first place. They were cheering
Got a lot
on.
of fans.
It was like they had their Rolodex of things that are in the tournament. They called out everything. So this is a strong alliance. They are a force to be reckoned with in the Accountant Bracket Challenge. Look out for that corner there. The Roundtable Labs. The alliance is strong. So
You know what? Roundtable's a great community. It is. It's
no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So somebody's going to go up against Future Firm and Bookkeeping Side Hustle. That matchup too is another one that that's one to watch.
No doubt.
I think Randy and scaling new heights too. I can't call it on any of these. There's a lot of momentum on this side of the bracket. This is where a lot of the action is happening. So
Yeah, this round's going to be super interesting in this bracket.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
going to be a very tight race in every one of these head-to-heads.
we're going to see some upsets. All right. So we are on to the practice bracket. Now, this bracket coming into the tournament was one of the highest nominated brackets combined. All of these apps had a lot of support and love going into it. So it's going to be sad to see some of them go. But leading the entire tournament with not nominations, Stats was leading in nominations, but leading in votes in round one is Keeper with 500 votes. 500.
Wow.
It's a lot of love.
Yeah. I got a text from somebody this week that Zenit shared out on their email to their users too. So they did make an effort. They did put some work in, but oof, Keeper is a force this year. The Keepers are Uncat this year, I think. Uncat, for those of you who still don't know or may not know, Uncat won the whole tournament as a 10 seed. Keeper's a 1 seed though. They're not a sleeper this year. Financial Sense and Canopy. This is another matchup that was close.
Yeah, it was close. I think Financial Sense got some momentum near the end of the tournament.
Yeah. Well, good job making it into the tournament, Canopy. They didn't make it last
No
year.
doubt.
Tax Dome, Carbon, another matchup that was, again, same matchup last year in the first round. And again, Carbon wins by a sizable margin. But congrats, Tax Dome again, making it into the tournament.
Yep.
Good showing. And Liscio, Client Hub. Now, Liscio came strong last year, but Client Hub prevails. That might be one of the closer matchups, both with over 300 votes too. I think that was the matchup that it was like that surprised me the most too. So great job, Client Hub. Advances to the second round.
Go Client Hub.
Yes.
That's
yes.
that's a tight race. Couple of tight races, or
Yeah.
nice to see.
Yep.
Nice to see a lot of variety too. A lot of people coming together in like variety. Like you do see the ones where 500 versus 200, but it's also nice seeing the closer races where it's like, wow, a lot of people have products that they prefer and like, and everybody sees value somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
It is. Thanks for that observation. So we've got another tight matchups here. Carbon Financial Sense is a repeat of last year, and Keeper Client Hub, I couldn't call it. That was, I mean, I don't want to say Keeper's going to just come in and take everybody, but this is like the Kentucky of the tournament right now. The Big K, like this is it. Kentucky, Kentucky's just been known to. They haven't been good in a little while, but Kansas maybe. Keeper's the Kansas or Kentucky, yeah.
Case all works.
Yeah. So let's get into the books bracket. This is the last bracket today. Last one we're going to share. David Leary reached out and was very upset about this matchup. He was very upset. He said Excel should be a much higher seed. Excel should not be a 15 seed. But the votes kind of speak for themselves here. Excel definitely belongs in this tournament, but I don't know if they should be anything higher than a 15. We all know and love Excel, but Excel doesn't have fans. Like everybody just actually, I don't know. I'm not going to knock Excel. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back here. I'm
an Excel fan. I'll come forward and say that I am an unabashed Excel fan.
Amalgam wouldn't exist without Excel. Is that right?
I mean, sure, maybe there's a little bias going on, but I also think Excel is kind of like voting for oxygen. Like it's necessary, but are you excited about it? Maybe not.
I want to see.
I'm excited about
Good.
oxygen. I don't know about you, Ben.
If you don't have the oxygen, exactly. Like so, but I use Google Sheets. I prefer it. It's in the browser. It's easier. They hit the browser first before I could use Excel on the browser, which you can now. I was using Google Sheets, so it's kind of like that whole Zero QuickBooks thing too. Just my own opinion. First to the cloud, first movers. So
All
but
spreadsheets.
Google Sheets.
It would have almost been interesting to see a matchup between Excel and the Google Suite.
Yeah,
I would have liked to see that one.
I thought of that right before you said it, and we couldn't make it work this year.
Yeah.
No, but it would be a good one for next year.
That'd be fun.
And speaking of Zero beat Accruer. So it's time for one more commercial break before we reveal the last two. You notice that I haven't revealed these last two ones yet, so we're saving that for the last. Here, let's go for our other commercial break here.
Hi everyone, I'm Michaela Zamudo, a growth specialist for FinOptimal, but you better know us as Accruer. Accruer is an app that will actually book out a prepaid expense right before your eyes and without leaving QuickBooks right now. I'm going to take the time between us saving this prepaid expense and it being booked all the way out through August to thank all of our supporters in the Accounting High Challenge. So here I'm going to add Accruer's trigger phrase for the period. Click and save. I'm going to thank Dan Luthi from Ignite Spot, Tyler German from Quantum Accounting, Patrick Teixeira from Abilene Partners, Karen McConomy from Your Numbers Person, that dude whose wife left him, and I think our P&L is actually cooked up and ready. You see in advertising and marketing, $6,000 spread evenly March to August. It will also automate deferred revenue, fixed assets, and even accrued payroll all directly in QBO. You can hit us up at accruer.com to learn more. In the meantime, thanks so much for your support and keep voting. Hi, everyone. I'm
So, thank you. Thank you, Accruer. Sorry for your loss. Sorry, did not advance to the next round here. Our sponsor, BotKeeper of the tournament. Sorry, BotKeeper. Oh, sorry to see you go. But maybe we'll see you again later since you sponsored the tournament. So maybe we'll have Enrico on or something. Yeah, maybe we'll have Enrico on or something like that. Yeah, you'll still see that little wink.
That was a good show. Almost 250 votes.
Almost 250.
Showed up.
Byron's alma mater.
Oh.
Our tournament champions last year didn't even make it out of the first round. That was the rap that I was playing was Uncat's verse. So the rap for last year, they had a historic run, but first round they almost lost to Right Tool. It was so close. That matchup was like 5 or 6 votes by the end last year. Obviously, Right Tool's fans showed up this year. I mean, last year obviously was the first year of the tournament and everything. But what do you got? Like reactions to this?
I think for those of us who were getting bounced in the first round, it's kind of inspirational to see how much can change in just a year. Talking about like the big moves that some of these folks are making. We should set up a support group, by the way, for first round bouncies.
You know what? I'll link y'all in an email. I'll send y'all. Create your own little mastermind group to figure out how to win for next year.
We can.
You know what we'll do,
state.
Ben? We'll meet up next week when they do the next round pick, and we'll do our own commentary. And then every week,
nice.
You guys could do the losers bracket. You guys could all create the losers bracket. Yeah, the NIT.
Yeah.
Go.
Genius, actually.
I love that idea. Can we just we'll hang out next week. We'll invite all our friends, the ones who didn't make it in, and we'll keep our momentum going.
I love this idea.
Is this cool? Us scheduling a competing live stream on your live stream? This seems a little messed up. But
I mean, it is everybody who lost. So I mean, it's still the leftovers, right? I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Leftovers, good movie.
Let's not say anything we're gonna regret here.
I also like this is the bracket to watch. Like, zero QuickBooks in the first. QuickBooks Excel, that is a big matchup. I was just picking on Leary, but that is a really big matchup because more accountants use Excel than QuickBooks, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's even, but
No, that's fair.
zero QuickBooks. That's a matchup that I'm pretty sure we should have seen last year, but zero lost to. I forgot how it went last year, but I know Uncat ended up beating QuickBooks. That was the big upset of the tournament last year. So we all know QuickBooks is the dominant player. They've got the color of the bracket, but Bookkeep has Allison Ball. Don't count her out. And Right Tool, they beat our tournament champion.
Bookkeep with Allison is a force to be reckoned with, I think, and I would.
No doubt.
I think they're gonna win this round. I think they're gonna win round 2.
Okay, that
I
would
think
be
that's how it's gonna go.
yeah. That
It
would
does
be a
seem
big
like
upset.
It's like the new school versus the old school halves of this bracket too, right? Like the big giant companies versus the,
Scrappy,
The
yeah.
Versus Goliath.
I
coming up in
like it,
Sweet
yeah.
16.
I think the voters are going to like the Davids in that. I think that's my
I
prediction.
think of this bracket, the strong, it's like Kentucky, Kansas, Carbon and Keeper in here, and then you got Bookkeep. This is shaping up to be a pretty cool tournament. So
I'm just
Yeah.
excited. I'd love to see Allison go up against QuickBooks.
oh, that
Right?
would be
Now that's a
yeah.
matchup.
That would be a matchup for sure. So, zooming out a little bit, in the application bracket, whose game is it? We don't know, but somebody's going to come in like Uncat last year and keep the momentum up each round. Somebody's going to do it. This year, just to note, like, we've got a lot of good data because it's all individual voters. Last year, people were logging into multiple email addresses, voting for themselves like 5 times. So that's not possible this year. You can only have one LinkedIn account. But yeah, that's our bracket.
Shaping up. It's looking good. I'm excited for round 2.
All right. So if you made it this long, we'll give away a couple of prizes, and yeah, that'll be the round 1 results. We've already seen all the results. Now we're just stick around for a couple prizes. Byron created a new prize raffle ticket picker. Raffle ticket picker, automated raffle ticket picker, and it'll tell us the winners too. So our first raffle giveaway today is 2 free months of Amalgam
Ah, awesome.
from Coach Coleman.
That's right. It's and for what it's worth, Amalgam is an app that you have for your whole team. It's not something you implement for one client at a time. You have it for your whole team. So if somebody with a team of other users wins this, I'll extend that to the other folks on the team too.
All right. So for your whole team, 2 free months for everybody in the team to get their hands dirty and mess around inside Excel and any other tool that they want to pull in
Google
there.
Sheets.
Google Sheets too.
For the Scotties of the world who prefer web-based.
All right, let's pick a winner here. Let's see how this thing works. I hope we don't get a
Pick a winner.
glitch.
Oh boy. Don't come on. Have faith, Scott.
I hope it's somebody that's in the live audience too that gets to see their name pop up.
Let's see.
Last year we used ChatGPT to pick these numbers.
We did.
Misty. Mark Antonio. Misty.
Hold on.
I love how you spell your name, Misty. Well, congratulations. You have won. You and your team have won 2 months of Amalgam. The next
Awesome.
award is coming from one of the hosts of the unofficial QBOA podcast. Sorry to see them go, but Alicia has been generous enough to give away a book. Alicia Katz's book. I don't know the title of it. She just said she's giving away a copy of her book.
She go
so
sign it?
yeah, I hope so. Let's pick a winner for Alicia's book.
Pick a winner. 0. 8, 0, 6, 9. Richard.
Richard won Alicia's book. I love that.
That's a marketing coup for.
I love that.
Even possible.
Well, it's possible because he probably voted, right?
Yeah, I mean, he has.
So,
by the way, there were over 30,000 tickets out. So
oh yeah, we didn't even say that. 30,000 tickets, and Richard gets Alicia's book, which he may already have a copy of, but if he doesn't, he gets another copy. So now, the last prize. Sugar Wish from Forwardly. This one I'm excited about. You get to pick all your sugar and wish for it, and it comes straight to your door. She's going to teach you how to do that. I've done it once. Somebody gave me a sugar wish. It was lovely. My kids had a great time picking out all the stuff. Let's pick this winner.
All right, let's do it. Sugar box, Sugar Wish.
If Richard wins it again, I'm just going to assume it was rigged.
I hope it's somebody else that we know. That would be funny. Roger Scalise. Roger, congratulations. You're going to get your sugar fix. If you don't eat sugars like me, you can give it to your kids. And my son is here. So, yeah, say what's up to everybody, Frankie.
Hi.
What's happening, Frankie?
All right. Well, that's it for our ABC Tournament Round 1 results show. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Thank you for our guest hosts today, for our panel, Ben Coleman and Jane Ingram. Thank you guys for your participation in the tournament. Thank you, everybody, for voting and having fun with us. This has been awesome, much more than we had anticipated this year, so let's keep it up.
Round 2 voting coming soon.
Round 2 voting we will announce very soon. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Peace out, homies.